So I will be talking to you today about social media, as it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. The dark side of social media can range from cyberstalking to hacking someone's personal accounts for your own personal gain. Today, we'll focus on factors contributing to the participation in cyberbullying, catfishing, and trolling. Cyberbullying is the intent to cause a person harm via technology by spreading mean, harmful, and insulting information about a specific person or group. Cyberbullying and bullying are often confused with each other as they share characteristics like intention and repetition. Victims of bullying, however, can feel safe at home and avoid their bullies, whereas victims of cyberbullying are attacked anywhere at any time due to the availability and use of technology. Real-life bullies also have known identity. Studies show that cyberbullies often know their victims, but they may still use fake profiles to attack them online. The dark personality triad may contribute to bullying and consists of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Narcissism being the least malicious and psychopathy the most. Machiavellianism is seen as a clear indicator of cyberbullying. Machiavellians have a fear of social rejection. They deceive people to be liked and socially accepted. Machiavellians prefer online communication since it allows them easier ways to manipulate others. Psychopaths enjoy seeing other people's pain and suffering. Since cyberbullying can cause victims to have anxiety, stress, and depression, psychopaths will target victims that they know. They will attack their victims online just to see the physical, mental, and emotional state of their victim decrease in person. Factors that can lead to the intention of cyberbullying are social culture, psychology, and technology. People have a desire to belong and to be accepted. Studies have proven that people who don't perceive social acceptability tend to partake or intend to partake in cyberbullying. This individual's reasoning is along the lines of, if you can't accept me, I'll make you feel unaccepted. These individuals aim to make others feel their pain for not being socially accepted by alienating their victims from others. Positive social influence and good support from parents can significantly reduce cyberbullying behaviors with regards to social culture. Psychology, as with the dark triad personalities, is found to have a significant impact on the intention to cyberbullies. Studies found that cyberbullies find cyberbullying fun and entertaining for some odd reason. Technology is also a factor contributing to all forms of dark social media, since technology is more accessible. Technology and the internet provide platforms for cyberbullies, trolls, and many more dark social media users. The second dark social media type we're looking at is catfishing. Catfishing may have multiple definitions depending on the catfish, and today we're not talking about the actual fish.
Sorry, Christine.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if you are changing your slides, but they're not changing on our side.
Is it not changing for you? Give me one moment. Better?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry about that. Catfishing is the creation of a fake persona or misrepresenting information on a social media platform with the intent of gain in the form of finances, compensation, or wish fulfillment. Catfish can be both human and bots depending on their motivation. Many companies or individuals make use of bots to either extract data from unsuspecting social media users or to promote themselves. Social media influencers sometimes partake in catfishing by either misrepresenting their lifestyles in order to persuade users to purchase their products or misrepresent their follower counts. Bots are created with one or two posts and they follow the self-proclaimed influencer, thus boosting their follower count. Online dating algorithms run through databases containing user information to match people with similar details. 30% of young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 participate on online dating platforms. Catfishing, in terms of online dating, is the intentional misrepresentation of various aspects of a person with the purpose of pursuing an exclusively online relationship. as if you see the person in person, the magic falls away. Characterization of that catfish relationship is thus the lack of in-person interactions. Women are more likely to misrepresent their physical appearances and use technology to maintain relationships, whereas men are more likely to lie about interests, relationship goals, and personal attributes. Men use technology for meeting new people and to broaden the pool of potential partners. The purpose of catfishing in this context is for both the perpetrator and target to feel some level of relationship satisfaction. So basically, with catfishing, you never really know who you're actually talking to. Between attachment avoidance and attachment anxiety, there are 4 categories, as you can see on the screen. People with attachment anxiety are more likely to misrepresent themselves online on online dating platforms to be more likable. Individuals like this have a fear of being abandoned and withdraw when placed under emotional distress. An in-person relationship doesn't appeal to them, but rather an online-only relationship. To find a partner to cater to their relationship needs, these individuals will misrepresent themselves to make connections more easily. Although the saying goes, opposites attract, it's not necessarily true in this case. Attachment anxiety can be caused by the following. A fear of abandonment often leads to catfish portraying themselves as weak and helpless to receive attention, support, and love from others. People who have been emotionally hurt in the past due to others focusing on their bad qualities are more likely to misrepresent those qualities in the future due to the fear of being rejected yet again. And lastly, if a person has been cheated on in a previous relationship due to their partner finding someone else more attractive, more likable, anything like that, then this person is more inclined to misrepresent those parts of themselves to cover up their insecurity. Lastly, we're going to be looking at trolling. Trolling is the practice of behaving in a deceptive, destructive, or disruptive manner in a social setting on the internet with no apparent instrumental purpose. Trolling messages can be identified by 3 characteristics. Generally, they're from a sender who appears outwardly sincere. They attract predictable responses or just chaos, and they provoke futile arguments. Think of any Twitter argument you've read before. A factor contributing to trolling is the dark personality triad. Psychopathy is considered a significant factor here. Psychopaths prefer to target more like profiles rather than profiles of perceived weaker personalities. Psychopaths enjoy causing havoc and will troll profiles to either get a reaction or just for the heck of it. There is, however, a 4th personality trait missing from the dark triad personalities, and that is everyday sadism. People identified with everyday sadism tend to enjoy the pain and suffering of other people. People with personality disorders, categorized as the dark triad of personalities, tend to partake in cyber-aggression. Psychopathy and everyday sadism are the leading personality types associated with this. Additional factors that contribute to trolling are loneliness, offline bullying, access, and online games. People who are lonely feel social rejection. If a person identifies with one of the dark triad personalities, loneliness can have a strong impact on their aggressive behavior both online and offline. If someone experiences offline bullying, they need a way to get rid of their aggression, and what's better than a way that has no repercussions online, making other people feel just as they do in person. Access to technology is also has quite a contribution here, as 11% of the world's internet users access Instagram on a daily basis. That means the pool of potential victims for people with dark triad personalities has just become so much bigger. Lastly, online games actually has a very big impact on trolling. A lot of younger people and younger kids who are very impressionable play online games, and usually these games have chat rooms where better players often troll weaker players or players that don't perform as well. And this will give the impression to a lot of people that it's okay to do whatever I want on the internet and say what I want because there are no repercussions, as the law doesn't yet provide for trolling. Yes, a few social media platforms have their own rules and can ban or delete accounts, but nothing stops a person from just creating a new one. In conclusion, the dark personality triad, with the addition of everyday sadism, is a clear factor contributing to cyberbullying and trolling. Unfortunately, there's no solution for this factor since personality types take years to identify, they can't be changed, and it would require every social media user to take a personality test before creating a social media profile. The dark triad personalities don't, however, affect catfishing, as it is driven more by attachment types. People who have specific relationship needs that are not being met tend to turn to catfishing to come across as more appealing. Besides attachment types, another factor contributing to catfishing is the need for social acceptance or possibly fame. Overall, factors contributing to catfishing are not intended to harm victims thereof, but rather just to boost the perpetrators.